Happy New Year, friends! This Christmas was the first time our house really felt like us. And that's saying something because this was actually our fifth Christmas in this home. But for the first time, everything just felt settled, comfortable, and more like us. As I'm moving through the house today, I'm really trying not to rush this moment. The holidays always seem to slip by so quickly, and while I'm grateful for every bit of joy they bring, I can't help but feel a little sad knowing they're over. This Christmas was especially meaningful for me, and it's one I'll hold on to for a long time. At the same time, there's a quiet excitement stirring as a new year begins. A fresh chapter, new ideas, new possibilities, and I'm trying to be present in the in-between, letting one season settle while looking ahead to the next. I've learned that when I slow down and take my time removing the Christmas decorations, it allows me to really take it all in one last time. Each ornament, each little detail brings back memories from the season, the cozy evenings, the laughter, the simple moments that made this Christmas feel so special. Taking a slower approach also helps me be more intentional as I put everything away. When I care for these pieces now, it makes things so much easier when Christmas rolls around again. I love knowing that next year I'll be able to find everything easily, ready to bring that same warmth back into our home once more. This Christmas was truly my favorite since we've lived in this house. For the first time, everything felt like us, and I finally felt settled in my style, the colors, the textures, the way the rooms came together. It felt collected, cozy, and intentional in a way I've been working toward for a long time. There's something really special about that feeling when your home starts to reflect who you are and how you live. I feel like I finally found my rhythm here, and I want to lean into that even more in the new year. Because of that, I've felt such a strong desire to take on more projects around the house. Now that I understand my style better, ideas come better and naturally. There are so many things I'm excited to work on. Little updates, thoughtful changes, and projects that make this house feel even more like home. And yes, I'm going to take y'all along every step of the way. Winter feels like the perfect season for that kind of work. A slower pace. Cozy days spent dreaming, planning, and creating spaces that support the life we're living right now. As I finish packing up the last of the Christmas decorations, it feels good to slow down and take it all in. With the holidays behind us, it's time to shift our focus to winter homemaking, creating cozy spaces, enjoying quiet days, and making our home feel warm and lived in through the season ahead. I love this part of the year. There's a gentle rhythm to it, and it's the perfect time to lean into simple comforts and little home projects that make the house feel even more like us. And speaking of winter, we have had some cold, foggy mornings lately, and that means it's time for my plants to come indoors. To be honest, my hibiscus has been inside for a while, but now that the Christmas tree is down, I can move it into the sunroom. I think it will get more sunlight here, and I'm excited to see how it does in this new spot. I also have a beautiful fern that usually lives on the screen porch. With the freezing temperatures we've had, I didn't want to risk losing it, so I brought it inside. It's been living in the dining room for a little while, and to make it festive for Christmas, I added some twinkle lights. Now that the holidays are over, I'm removing those lights, and I'm going to move the fern next to the hibiscus in the sunroom. I think these two will make a happy little indoor corner until I can move them back outside when the temps warm up later this week. I know a lot of you live in colder climates. Do you bring your plants inside to protect them or maybe move them to a garage? I'd love to hear what you do. I'm also planning to plant some pansies this week and create some winter containers. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to create beautiful outdoor spaces, even though we're not spending a ton of time outside right now. And I'm also adding my spider plant here as well, which will create a little trio of gorgeous greenery in the sunroom. I just love how these plants bring life and warmth into the home during the winter months. For my next project, I'm going to be planting Paperwhites. I picked this bag up. Actually, I had it shipped from Walmart. These are Ziva Paperwhite bulbs. There's 10 in this package, and you can see that it's already started to sprout. That's okay. I'm going to get them planted today, and I'm going to plant them in this bowl. I picked this up at a yard sale during the fall season, and when I saw it, I knew that it would be perfect for Paperwhite bulbs. And I wanted to get this done for the Christmas season, but I didn't get it done, and that's okay. I have accepted the fact that I can't get everything done in the time period that I want it done, and so I just took some things off my plate, and it made for a much more enjoyable Christmas season by just eliminating some of the things that I couldn't get to. But I'm still going to do the project and still have beautiful blooms in my bowl like I wanted to have. So we're going to plant this up, and we're going to have beautiful blooms around February, March. They'll be just in time to beat off those winter blues and give us some beautiful flowers to enjoy until we start seeing those spring blossoms. So let me show you how I do this, and then we will wait for them to bloom, and I'll be sure to show you what they look like when we have pretty blooms. So I also bought these decorative rocks from Walmart. You could also put these bulbs in soil. I did that last year, and they did fine. But I'm going to do this so that it will have better drainage. Now you see my bowl does not have any drainage holes or anything, and these rocks are going to help with drainage, although we're not going to put very much water on our Paperwhite bulbs. So we're going to fill up the pot. I'm just going to pour them all in there. I like how that looks, and I like how it brings it up a little bit closer to the surface. See how it started to sprout? And if you don't know, you plant the pointy side up, and we're just going to nestle them down in those rocks like so. And I'm going to pack them in tight. You could just put 1 or 2 in here, just preference, but I'm going to pack them tight so that we will have a lot of blooms. And I think 5's all I'm going to be able to fit in here. So I've got 5 more left. I've got some pretty containers that I can put them in. So I'm going to do that. And maybe some of my blue and white containers I'll put 1 bulb in just to make a statement. So with these 5, I'm going to put a little bit of water. They don't need very much. Just right up to the base of the bulb is all they need. That's perfect. So now that I have these planted, I saw online that for best results and to have strong roots, you need to put these in a dark cabinet and leave them there for 7 days. And that establishes a healthy root system and makes your plants healthier. So I'm going to put them in a cabinet and leave them in there. The cabinet is above 50 degrees, so that works well. I'm going to keep them in there and then pull them out and let them continue to sprout and to work their magic, and then I'll display them in our home and I'll keep you updated on when they bloom.